FDA approves pembrolizumab Keytruda with chemotherapy for unresectable, advanced, or metastatic malignant pleural mesothelioma. Approval was based on the Keynote 483 trial. In the Keynote 483 trial, patients received pembrolizumab, also known as Keytruda, administered at 200 milligrams every 3 weeks, in combination with platinum-based chemotherapy, which consisted of either cisplatin or carboplatin, along with pemetrexed, for up to 6 cycles. The primary efficacy measure in the Keynote 483 trial was overall survival, or OS. In the group receiving pembrolizumab plus chemotherapy, the median overall survival was 17.3 months, with a confidence interval of 14.4 to 21.3 months. For the chemotherapy alone group, the median OS was 16.1 months, with a confidence interval of 13.1 to 18.2 months. The hazard ratio HR was 0.79, demonstrating a 21% reduction in the risk of death for patients treated with pembrolizumab in combination with chemotherapy compared to chemotherapy alone. In the Keynote 483 trial, 2 key secondary efficacy outcomes were evaluated. First, progression-free survival, PFS. The median PFS was 7.1 months for both treatment arms. The pembrolizumab plus chemotherapy arm had a PFS confidence interval of 6.9 to 8.1 months, while the chemotherapy alone arm had a PFS confidence interval of 6.8 to 7.7 months with hazard ratio of 0.80. Second, the objective response rate ORR. In the pembrolizumab plus chemotherapy arm, the ORR was 52% compared to 29% in the chemotherapy alone arm. In terms of duration of response, DOR, the Keynote 483 trial showed very close results between the 2 treatment arms. The median DOR was 6.9 months in the pembrolizumab plus chemotherapy arm compared to 6.8 months in the chemotherapy alone arm. These findings indicate similar duration of response with more patients responding to the pembrolizumab arm. Keynote 483 was the basis for the FDA approval. Here's a quick overview. This was a randomized, open-label Phase 3 study. In terms of patient eligibility, the trial included those with unresectable, advanced, or metastatic malignant pleural mesothelioma who had not received prior systemic therapy. Participants were randomized in a 1:1 ratio. One group received pembrolizumab with pemetrexed and platinum-based chemotherapy for up to 6 cycles. The second group received pemetrexed and platinum-based chemotherapy alone for the same duration. The safety profile of pembrolizumab in the Keynote 483 trial was consistent with what has been observed in other cancers. Common adverse reactions included fatigue, nausea, constipation, and decreased appetite. More serious side effects included immune-mediated conditions such as pneumonitis, colitis, hepatitis, and nephritis. Patients require regular monitoring throughout the treatment to manage these risks effectively. The FDA approval of pembrolizumab with chemotherapy is the first new treatment for mesothelioma in over 15 years. What is malignant pleural mesothelioma? This is a rare and aggressive cancer that forms in the thin tissue lining the lungs, most commonly due to exposure to asbestos. Unresectable mesothelioma refers to cases where surgical removal of the tumor is not possible, either due to its location, size, or spread. Pembrolizumab, Keytruda, is an immune checkpoint inhibitor that works by targeting PD-1, a protein found on T cells, enhancing the immune system's response to cancer. The FDA has approved pembrolizumab in combination with platinum-based chemotherapy, either cisplatin or carboplatin, and Pemetrex for patients with unresectable or metastatic malignant pleural mesothelioma. Download this slide deck at oncologytube.com. Link is in description. And subscribe and activate notifications for more videos like this.